about bin chickens.
You want bin chicken now?
Yeah.
So last week I was on Blue Sky and I was like, what's in my science feed? And I'm scrolling down the list and I found the announcement of a paper, Bin Chicken, Targeted Metagenomic Co-Assembly for the Efficient Recovery of Novel Genomes. And I went, huh, okay. So what they're doing is they have a new methodology for if you get like a sample from a mud pond of being able to look it up against reference genomes and then be able to go bloop, 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 put things together and highly accurately be able to identify organisms, be able to identify novel organisms. Bin chicken, the issue is low abundance microorganisms are often missed due to insufficient genomic coverage. So the bin chicken is an algorithm that substantially improves genome recovery through automated, targeted selection of metagenomes for co-assembly based on shared marker sequences derived from raw reads. Basically, they take these reads of the genome sequence, look at shared sequences, look at divergence from known reference genomes, and then with the algorithm prioritize and recover new genomes. This is cool because new genomes means new organisms. They applied bin chicken to public metagenomes, co-assembled 800 sample groups, and got 77,562 microbial genomes. The first genomic representatives of 6 phyla, 41 classes, and 24,028 species. So these are brand new microbial species added to the tree of life. Great. This is new technology. There are groups all over who are doing this kind of work to develop these algorithms and these ways of identifying what we can't see, right? Based on the base pairs, the amino acids that are present in a sample. And I love the algorithms because they're like, oh, this is what we have and what we've measured, but there's this other stuff in there. And so I was like, oh, interesting. Why is it called bin chicken?
That was my question.
And this is where the story veers because I started looking up, and apparently in Australia,
Yes.
the white ibis or the
Yes.
Australian white ibis
Yes.
is like a pigeon, is like a seagull gull. It is called a bin chicken. It's also called a tip turkey. There are multiple names for the
Yeah.
bin chicken
So
in
do you know
Australia.
why
They
I
also
know what a bin chicken is?
sandwich snackers and picnic pirates. That's all. Yes.
Picnic pirates. I know because this is really embarrassing actually because of Bluey. There are bin chickens on Bluey.
Yes. So Bluey's
Yeah.
Australian, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so with a child, you obviously would
Yes. Yes.
be
I'm not
familiar
watching
with
it on my
Bluey.
own. I will tell you that.
There are some kids shows that I discovered with Kai that I was like, I actually would watch this on my
I
own.
might. I don't think I'd start on my own, and I don't think I'd admit to it. But it is good. I enjoy watching it, but it's because
Yeah.
I have a child.
So I went on a bit of a rabbit hole, and I think this is the interesting aspect of the cultural perspective where now we have a metagenome algorithm that's called bin chicken that may help us discover new species from the garbage. From like the trash bin of genomic history.
Uh-huh.
And these bin chickens, these Australian white ibises, they've become known for being very well adapted to garbage bins. So there were 3 species of ibis in Australia, and the white ibis has since evolved or adapted to urban environments. And this is the urban animal story that I was kind of thinking about is these ibises
Ibises.
with their long bills have have become refined in to take advantage of different resources like garbage bins. So the bin chicken is able to live in the cities of Australia and take advantage of the urban garbage issue and eat from their garbage bags because their bills are so wonderful at piercing plastic bags and then digging deep into them where no other animal is capable.
There's another piece too, which is they're bald.
Yeah, so they're like
Which is
vultures, right?
exactly, so it
Yes,
helps them to, they could stick their whole head into the garbage
they're
and get
scavengers.
covered in a bunch of muck, and it won't mess up any feathers. It won't impact their ability to thermoregulate. It won't impact any. They're good. They're fine.
So the bin chicken has a wonderful sound. Ah, that it blends in with city traffic very well. Um, they don't act
Yeah.
like raccoons. They're not cute like that, but they will
What?
knock you over.
So, all right, we got to have a conversation real quick. You think raccoons in the garbage are cute?
They are evolving, and there is at
I
research
saw that. Yes, their
research
nose is
out.
getting,
They're getting cuter faces
they're
because
getting the puppy face. I know.
we give them the food when they're cuter, right?
Is that who's doing that? Stop doing that. Stop feeding the wildlife. Okay? But also, my
I
experience with raccoons is that they're actually extremely dangerous
Oh
because
yeah.
people do feed them
Have you
and they
heard them
do
in the
get
night?
used to being around people.
They
Yes.
sound like
Well,
cats.
so I used to run across raccoons on my way walking from my parents' house to the zoo when I worked there.
In the
And
fog in the
in the
morning.
fog, in the dark, in the winter, I would come across raccoons. They'd be standing in the way at a trash
Yeah.
can, and I would have to cross the street. They would not move. In fact, they'd get up on their hind legs and start chittering and screeching at me. And it's like, okay,
Yeah. Okay.
you may have the street, raccoons. I do not consider raccoons cute. Oh my goodness.
Well, one of the things that is wonderful, though, is that the Australian white ibis has inspired art. It has inspired a love of the bin chicken in Australia, where people are using the bin chicken as a representative to address human flaws when it comes to garbage, climate change, other ecological issues. It's also the inspiration for videos, movies, song. And there is a song about birds, which I cannot play here for reasons of copyright. But if you look for a song about birds, this is a wonderful song. Van Vuren Brothers, Vanvuren Bros. And it is a wonderful song. And it's all about birds. It's a song about birds. And I would play it if I could because it made me happy to listen to it. And I want you all to be happy like I am. Blair's going to be happy now.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Mhm.
Nice.
Anyway, but this is, I think, this cultural aspect of the Australian white ibis and the adoption of this species adapting to urban life is like it's a wonderful example of humanity rolling with it and like not just accepting it, but also going, yeah, we're going to run with it. And so Australia has taken the bin chicken to amazing heights. And now we're talking about it here on TWIS.